media promises to offer its users a platform for communication. Whether it is positive or negative is constantly challenged by the user. Social media served as a catalyst for communication across the globe. In 1999, Windows Live Messenger began fulfilling the needs of the new media generation. The influx of new media paved the way for other platforms to thrive. Facebook dominated the social media scene, with Mark Zuckerberg launching it in 2004. Since then, it has been reported that over 1,600 million people have signed up as of 2015. The means of communication had to be adapted in order to serve the so-called X Factor generation. Fueled by this, the founders of YouTube advanced this concept of communication through videos. As part of BBC Three production, we will investigate the issues surrounding the social media generation. Can this allow us to find out if social media causes more problems than it solves?
If you could describe social media in one word, what would it be?
It's like, it kind of occupies us. It keeps us busy, it gives us something to do, to look forward to. It's like going through life and we're just fidgeting the whole time. And social media is a way to just kind of stop and like take a breath.
Is there anything you'd improve about any social media sites, like Instagram?
It's not about the sites really, it's just more about the people that use them, because I feel like we try too hard. Like, we'll go out our way to edit every single crease and crack and like mole off our face just to make us look like that ideal like image of perfect. Like, perfect's unachievable. There's average, there's no perfect. I mean, it's impossible.
There's like a specific line that can be crossed. Or do you think it already has been crossed?
The line's constantly changing. Is like being scrutinised. It's like someone could say something, oh, why is she saying that for? That's culturally insensitive. Or she can't say that, she can't do this, or he can't do this, or whatever else.
So I'm going to move on to YouTube now, and the Donald Trump thing. Last week, there was on the trending bar, and you click on it, it shows all the things that everyone's watching around the world. And the first, number one, was Donald Trump speaking to the US people about becoming president-elect.
Yeah.
And underneath that was this conference in America supporting Donald Trump, but they were like a neo-Nazi group, giving the Hitler song and everything, like, Hail Trump. So, what do you think about that?
Like, that kind of, you can get your views out there more. They might not be good, they might not be bad, but you can get your views out there more. So it's like, with the increased like connectability, you've got the good points and you've got the bad points that I've got out there. Like, you've got all these improvements in like, feminist movements, you've got kind of like that improvement of just general things. Like, you've got this kind of like better understanding of gay people and less homophobia in certain places. But then you've also got the negative side of that. Like, with this increase, that there's so like many people who don't agree with that can get that message out there. But Trump as a whole is it's interesting. It's terrifying as well, but it's also interesting the way he's used social media.
What is a negative about YouTube?
That people can compare themselves to like others, and it makes them feel bad about themselves, and also for the actual YouTuber themselves. They could feel bad about themselves and then not want to do something that they enjoy.
Do you think YouTube is a problem or will be in the future with the negative things you just talked about?
I think YouTube is made out to be quite positive and like a good opportunity, but I don't think it is, in the sense of how arising like people having like anxiety about things and like different disorders and like mental health that wasn't as prominent before YouTube. So like people might have increased of those because of how they're seeing themselves.
What do you think of like the comment section on YouTube?
Quite a few like prominent negative like comments that just like stick out, and like if I see them when I'm just scrolling, the person who's making the video, they're just going to remember all that negative like feedback.
What do you think about trolling?
Trolling's just like horrible. People to just sit behind a computer, like they probably wouldn't do it face to face, but it like affects that person quite a lot to see all of that.
And do you think YouTube's kind of become an obsession with like people promoting a certain body image, or where do you
Yeah,
look?
I think if people like Zoella and like Naomi Smart, they're all like thin, like named like the sexiest women and stuff in like different awards, and like, but she hasn't actually got a healthy lifestyle, so people feel bad that she can eat pizza 24/7. Whereas if they did that, they might not look the same, or have this, or people might not respond to them the same. Like they might get called fat, whereas she gets called like pretty.